IVM.
Hello! Welcome to another episode of IVM Likes. What's happening, guys? My name is Antariksh. I'm your host for this episode. Joining me on this episode are my co-producers Sumit and Vinay. Guys, say hi.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Okay, awesome. Very, very good to have you on this episode. And it's an episode where it's an episode which I wouldn't want to do alone because I can't really watch scary stuff. And if you've guessed what I'm talking about, we are going to be discussing horror movies, scary movies, and scary, basically fiction stuff in the second half of this episode. That'll be a lot of fun. Really looking forward to that. I have recently got into horror movies, so we'll get to that in the second half. In the first half, as you know, we give you guys some awesome recommendations. These can be movies, TV shows, books, some new piece of music, some new artists that we discovered, or even just a cool Instagram handle or a YouTube channel. It can be anything and anything at all in between. Anything and everything in between. So let's get this started. Let's start with the recommendations round. Sumit, would you like to start us off?
Yeah. So I'm gonna recommend an anime series.
Hey, awesome.
It's called Berserk.
Man, you know what is happening? You have stolen my jam. That used to be my thing. I've recommended so much anime on the show.
You recommended one anime, right? That I have to watch. I forgot the name, but I'll.
How do you know you have to watch it now?
I'm gonna watch. It sounded very interesting, dude.
But which one was it? Like, what is it? Do you remember the premise at all?
One Punch, something.
One Punch Man. One Punch Man though is epic, dude. Yeah. For sure. You have to. So everyone should watch it, even if you're not an anime fan. You will love One Punch Man. It's hilarious. It's about a superhero he is One Punch Man. He is the strongest being that lives. So anything that any kind of supervillain or any problem that happens, this guy can just get rid of it in one punch. But because he's so strong, he's really depressed. He's like, dude, there is no challenge only in life. Like, kya kar raha hu main? Like, what is this? So he's like going through depression. So it's like a funny take on depression and all that. It's very cool.
What is the series called again?
One Punch Man.
One Punch Man. Okay.
Yeah. So you like. Okay, quick side note on One Punch Man. So you know how like normally the quest for the main protagonist of an animated series, like a superhero show or something that Sumit is talking about, is to become the strongest. Like say Dragon Ball Z, he wants to be the strongest being in the universe. In One Punch Man, he wants to be in One Piece, he wants to be the pirate king. In Naruto, he wants to be the greatest ninja who ever lived. In One Punch Man, the guy starts off at the end point. He starts off being the strongest being who has ever lived. But now what do you do from there, right? And that's what One Punch Man is about. So it's damn fun.
I think even Berserk has the same kind of thing with this. Like even so I'll tell you the
it's
small
Berserk.
plot.
Berserk, by the way.
Berserk. Sorry,
Yeah.
my bad.
No worries.
So Berserk has a protagonist called Guts.
Yeah.
That's his name.
Yeah.
And he's a orphanage mercenary warrior.
Yeah.
Who call himself as Black Swordsman, the Black Swordsman.
Because of his massive black sword that he has, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly, and huge sword.
Huge,
Like,
dude! What a badass looking sword.
I know. And then he becomes a member of a mercenary group called the Band of Hawks. And then they pursue like a war, like they get into war with many kingdoms, and it's amazing stuff. The amazing storyline,
Dude,
kick-ass
great
music,
twists,
and-
right?
Yes, exactly.
Oh man, dude, we cannot say the twists sadly, but
Yeah, but
oh, man,
but
mind-blowing.
I would definitely like recommend everyone to please
Dude,
watch
and
this.
and again, it's very dark. It can get very dark. It's very gory and
It
super interesting.
Yes.
Again, one of the greatest. I don't know whether to say this or not. One of the greatest betrayals in all of anime is on Guts. It's on Berserk, basically the
Yes.
show. Great show. Yeah.
So people can watch it on YouTube. It's available. Some gentleman has already made the playlist of all the episodes.
Gentleman indeed. Yeah, what a nice guy.
So all 23, I think, episodes.
But I think it's also possible that it's on Netflix. I could be wrong. Let me just check. But I think it
maybe.
is.
Should
Maybe.
give us his YouTube page name.
Yeah, one second. I'm just giving it to you.
Actually, don't. It might just get taken down. I think people can find it.
Yeah, people can find it. Just search for Berserk full episodes.
Yep.
They'll get it.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. So Berserk 2016. That's a 2016. There is a 2016 sequel to the original Berserk series, which continues the story, but it wasn't as highly rated as the original Berserk story because they've changed up the anime. And I'm not sure. I've not seen it, but I'm not sure about how closely they follow the source material also. But that definitely that said, 2016 extension is definitely on Netflix, but I'm not sure if the original 1980s.
In 1997.
1997. I don't know if the original 1997 show is on Netflix.
I heard the new one. It sucks. It horribly sucks. Like the storyline is also here and there, and I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah.
But I'll watch it and then I'll decide.
Okay. Fair. That's a very cool recommendation. I'll actually second that with Sumit. Vinay, what about you? Let's get to yours.
So my recommendation for this week is not an anime series or nothing, like not a new song, no new artist, but it is something around festivals in Goa. So
nice.
Since pandemic, we didn't had any festivals. So the last festival that I visited was Supersonic in Feb.
Okay.
So after that, I haven't gone to a festival or something, but March is where everyone is looking around for festivals, and there is hope that festivals are getting started. Yeah. So I am partnering with someone called EDMLI for this. They have come up with this concept for techno music called Dance to Survive, where it is a 3-day festival in Goa. Basically, it's a place where everyone wants to go to get their warmth. Being home for 12 months is nothing less than a pain. So I wanted to recommend this.
When is this coming up?
This is in March. So it's a 3-day festival. It's a techno festival, and it's from 27th to 29th of March. So you can spend your Holi there.
Oh, wow.
So this festival is dated around that. So 29th is
and where in Goa is it?
It's in Morjim, Goa.
In Morjim, Goa. Arey, nice, dude. It's a
3-day. So the stage is. It's a 3-day festival. So
very cool.
It's a Holi festival. It's around Holi. So what the thing over here is the musicians or the DJs who are coming from outside are techno musicians, from Alien to Alan Fitpress, and it's the first time we are doing something. So
and how did you end up getting involved in this?
So in 2011, so the EDM scene was coming up, and we were like, what is this music? So I was aware of trance music, where in 2000s I used to listen to all the great artists of trance, from Armin to Paul Van Dyke to Paul Oakenfold and everyone else. And since then, I only knew that there was something called trance music. So 2011 or 2010 was the start for EDM. And it was a start for the house music, which no one knew till then in India. At least.
Like Swedish House Mafia was
suddenly became huge. Mafia was
Avicii,
coming up, and there was Avicii. No,
David
Avicii
Guetta
started in 2012. 2012. David Guetta is far from 2008, 2009.
Also, they've been around.
Yeah, they've been around. So what David Guetta used to do is he used to produce for Nicki Minaj and all those stuff. Even Diplo used to produce for Beyonce and Britney Spears.
Yep.
So what we thought was that we should promote this kind of genre in India. So we started with this page called EDMLI. And since
EDM
then, this
or Lie?
No, EDMLI. So it's called EDM Lovers India. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's called EDM Lovers India. So we started with that page, and it's going strong till then, till now. And so we thought of doing something this sort.
Like a live event.
I didn't thought there are 3 people called. One is Rohit Kaushik, and there are 2 more people who thought of doing this. And since we are partners with EDMLI, so we thought just give us a best.
Very cool, man. And how long does planning take for something like this? This is a huge event. I imagine you'll be expecting people in the thousands at least, right?
I think for this event, he's been planning for around 1 year, before 1 year. But the major events like Ultra Music Festival and the Tomorrowlands and all those stuff, they plan for 2 years in advance.
Okay.
Because they need to get the artists sorted, they need to get their timing sorted, so that they are not booked by anyone else around the world.
Correct.
And so that's how.
So and where can people go and buy tickets for the show?
So the tickets are at Insider.in.
Insider killing it with live events.
Yeah,
always.
It's at Insider. So the early bird phase 1 was sold out.
Okay, how much was the early bird for?
It was for around 2,500.
Oh, what? Oh, that's damn reasonable, dude. Hey, wow,
yeah, so
that's damn cool.
it's sold out within a day or something, and like
of course,
now
makes
the
sense.
phase 1 tickets and the VIP tickets are out for this.
Nice, cool, very nice. All the best with this, dude. This is too cool, and
Yeah, I'm
because
just
you're and
yeah,
now that you're promoting it on our podcast, we are expecting free
yeah.
tickets. You know that, right? Okay, chalo,
I'll
thanks.
get that sorted for you.
Alright, awesome, chalo. But ticket to go also? Okay, thank you. Great.
Ticket to
That'd be
Goa,
nice.
I should book a bus na for all the IVM team.
Alright, okay. You know what? Yeah. No, don't choose best bus, dude. That'll suck only. Don't go that way. But okay, thank you so much for that offer, Vinay. Very nice. I'll get to my recommendation now. I have kind of two recommendations, but one of them doesn't really count because that's a very short one. I'm going to talk about something I did last 2 weeks back that is now available on YouTube if you want to go check out. For Kala Ghoda Fest, for the documentary festivals, for the Kala Ghoda Art Festival this year, we so me and my comedy producing partner, we put up stand-up comedy shows. His name is Kashyap Sarup. He's also a comedian. We put up these shows called one of our shows that we put up is called The Biggest Liar. We have other shows. We have a show called Comedians Do Shots, where comedians come on stage, try material, and if the material doesn't work, they have to take a shot of alcohol, and you have to try new material at the show. So it's like by the end of say 6 jokes that don't work, if it's new, you are drunk as hell. So that's a lot of fun. We do a lot of cool concept shows. One of the shows that we do is called The Biggest Liar. We've been doing it. We used to do it live before the lockdown and all happened, and during the lockdown, we've been doing it over Zoom. And this time, for the 2 weeks back, last Wednesday, we did it for Kala Ghoda Art Festival over Zoom, and it was too fun. So please go check that out. You'll have a great time. It's just about an hour-long hour-long event, and joining me were comedians. Me, I was the host. Kashyap Sarup was one of the panelists. Shrija Chaturvedi from Comicstan Season 2, she was there. Kajol Srinivasan, who is a regular on Cyrus Says on IVM podcast and does a lot of other cool things in comedy. And Andy Reghu, Anand Reghu, who is also a very funny comedian. So please go check that out. That'd be a lot of fun. The second thing,
I'm gonna see it.
It's called The Biggest Liar. You can just go to the Kala Ghoda Art Festival page and search for The Biggest Liar. And you should be able to find it.
All right, will do.
Yeah. So that's one, and the second one is an animated movie that a DC animated movie that is from DC Comics that came out. I want to say about a month and a half back. It's called Batman: Soul of the Dragon. What is interesting is it is not primarily a Batman story. Basically, Batman is just involved, but the actual protagonist of this story is the character called Richard Dragon. Richard Dragon is a DC comic book superhero, like a super spy. His only thing is he is excellent at martial arts. Okay, he's like this knows better than Batman at all the martial arts and all that. This movie has it's okay. This movie follows Richard Dragon's quest to avenge all the main four heroes' master. So they have a master called O Sensei who passes away due to the plot, whatever the plot is. I won't explain. Like there's a sword involved, there's a whole gate, like a demonic gate involved, and their sensei, their teacher, passes away because of this gate and sword and the things that they have to protect. The 4 main cast members are Batman, Richard Dragon, Bronze Tiger, and Lady Shiva. Lady Shiva is a superhero. Don't come after me. I'm not making fun of our god. It's actually a superhero. Actually, she's a villain. She's kind of like an anti-hero. She is. Yeah.
What are the superpowers?
All of them are just excellent martial artists. That is all their superpowers are. Lady Shiva is called the greatest martial artist in all of DC Comics. Richard Dragon is right up there. Bronze Tiger is like number 3. Like martial artist. So like because we know only about Batman, we always assume Batman is the best martial artist in all, or best hand-to-hand combatant in all of DC Comics. That's not really the case. So yeah, it's a very, very fun, easy to watch movie. It's not like high concept. The most of the plot is quite linear and very easy to watch. Great action, which is a lot of fun for me. So yeah, just go check it out. Batman's Soul of the Dragon. If you're into DC animated movies, and if you're not, please just check it out.
Where can people watch it?
This one people can watch. I want to say Netflix, but It's possible that you have to get it through dubious means also. Let me just check up on this again. Yep, I watched it through dubious means. So you guys also do the same.
Yeah.
Why not? Have a good time. If you want, I can DM me and I will message you the website you can watch it on also. That's how friendly I am. Awesome. That's it for this half. Let's just run by our recommendations again. Sumit, what did you recommend?
So I recommended an anime called Berserk, and it's on YouTube. People can watch it and do check out. That's it.
Awesome. Vinay, what about you?
I recommended a festival, an EDM festival, or you can call it a techno festival called Dance to Survive, which is happening in Goa, Morjim, or from 27th to 29th of March. It's around Holi, so please do come and enjoy.
Nice. Will you be going to Goa for this, or will you be in Bombay and handling it remotely?
I'm not sure about anything yet.
Bro, go have a good time.
Let's see. I'm planning. So let's see.
So nice. Okay, all listeners, go to Goa, support Vinay's festival. And I recommended two things, which is the Kala Ghoda Arts Festival, the thing I did with them called The Biggest Liar, and the animated movie, DC animated, called Batman Soul of the Dragon, which you can find through various dubious means, because why not? That's it for this half. See you guys on the other side.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another very special week on the IVM Podcast Network. Before I get to that, let me quickly thank our sponsors on the network this week. Storytel, TheWholeTruthFoods.com, and we have a new sponsor in Syed. Thank you all so much for being part of the network. So, this is Valentine's week, and we have a bunch of stuff for you guys. So I'm going to give you a couple of episodes that you could definitely catch up with. Agla Station, Season 2, Episode 12, Be Our Valentine. Ritasha and Ayushi have a little bit of talk about love and all the rest of the stuff that goes wrong with that. On The Habit Coach, Episode 396, Ashton Doctor did an episode which went into the much-debated origins of Valentine's Day. Also, do check out Candid Kannan with Siddharth Kannan featuring Govinda and his wife Sunita Ahuja. He talks to them about amazing 33 years together. But you know what, folks? If you want to hear more about these Valentine's Day things, what I suggest is go to our webpage, ivmpodcast.com/blog. And on the blog, we're going to post a bunch of different playlists that we've created for all the various major services. So if you're feeling in the mood for love, do check that out. You'll definitely enjoy it. Just a quick note on a few other noteworthy episodes this week. Nankari Kunal Vijaykar was the guest. They spoke about street food with him. On Simplified, they talk about vaccinating 1 billion people, then the logistical and administrative task in front of us. And on the Wire Talk, Siddharth talks to Devdutt Mukhopadhyay about the human cost of
welcome
internet
back to the second half of this episode.
And with that, let me get
very
you back
excited
to
for
your
this.
show.
Joining me again are Vinay and Sumit. Guys, say hi.
Hi.
As I said in the beginning of the episode, we are going to talk about our favorite horror movies, scary stuff, scary stories or whatever. We're also going to talk about some personal stories, because I'm sure at least one of the two of you, if not both of you, have had some experience either directly to you. You're some of the raising hands. Either something has happened directly to you or adjacent to you, because we all have friends who have seen something at a cemetery and been convinced, that was a ghost. So we started with something simple. Start with like a basic thing. Are you guys fans of horror?
Yeah, I am.
I am not really, but it interests me sometimes. Like if I have seen very few movies, but if the movie is good, I've genuinely become a fan of this. But not the genre, because it has some creepy movies as well. So
yeah,
Sumit,
correct.
Sumit, are you under the blanket watcher or over the
blanket watcher, bro? And with someone.
Okay. Hey, no, man, I always make love under the blanket. It's just a lot of more
You
fun.
make love with a ghost?
Yeah, man, why not? Ghosts also need loving. That's why they're still ghosts, because they didn't have love in their life. That's what happens. Do you guys? So again, I'm also. Vinay, what about you? Are you a fan of horror?
Yeah, I'm totally. I'm like, I'm even thinking of doing a YouTube page and going around and trying to figure out some haunted places and filming them.
Wow. Oh, cool. Will you make something haunted, like by just start a rumor? Acha, ye building is haunted hai.
No, if I hear a rumor that this building is haunted, I want to go inside that and figure out why it is haunted.
Yeah. Okay, we'll get to that again. Just to start off with, I'm also a huge. I'm also a huge fan of horror, but I've gotten into horror just recently. I would say in the last 3 years. Okay, I've gotten into horror like a lot. Why I got into horror is one fine day I was driving my car. Okay, middle of the night. Actually, not even middle of the night. Around 10:30, 11 at night. I'm coming back from Goregaon to Powai. So crossing RA.
I was just going to.
Okay, yeah, I was crossing by RA. It's pitch dark. Okay, almost no street lights around. I'm my windows down. I'm smoking a cigarette, and on the radio 93.5, there used to be a show called Ek Kahani Aisi Bhi.
Yes.
Okay, I'm listening to that on the radio, and they would do such a great job with this, dude. They would have like great sound effects. Like if a door is opening, they would like have the sound effect of a creaking opening door. And if someone is talking like if a ghost is talking, they'll have like, "Hey, kya bolta hai?" That kind of a voice, and they make like a whole thing out of it. I used to listen to the show even then, but this one particular night I freaked out. But I loved the feeling of how scared I was driving down RA at 12 o'clock at night with my window open. I love that feeling. And so I've been like chasing that feeling ever since of being that scared and freaked out, because like sometimes you feel the goosebumps are fun sometimes, like the being scared is like, you're kind of safe, like nothing can really happen, but your mind is still playing tricks on you, like, oh yeah, something maybe, what if something that suddenly jumps out from one of these trees and starts running behind your car, like a woman in a white sari, as they always say.
But RA has this rumor that there is a woman in white sari over there.
Dude, yeah. There are all the women are in white saris.
Yeah, every forest or every green places in the city, whichever is the city is, like every place has a rumor that there's a one white sari lady who asks for a lift. And then if you refuse to give her a lift, she chases you back.
Chase you back. So, okay. This is a joke that there's a very, very, very funny comedian in our Bombay comedy scene. His name is Masoom Rajwani. Hilarious. One of my favorites. Very good friend of mine. He has this joke where he's like, they say that there's this white woman, like woman dressed in a white sari who follows you, right? And then if you don't give her a lift, if you don't give her a lift and you keep driving, and after like about say 2-3 minutes, you look to the side of your car, you will notice that she is running along with the car at the same speed of the car. And so his joke is, तो फिर तो lift मांगी क्यों रही थी? चल के जा रहा. Just go now. If you can keep up with the car, just go, dude. Hilarious. So yeah, there's always the old woman in white sari.
Who do you think? Who do you think people? कि ये कौन से लोग हैं जिन्होंने ये सब rumors फैलाया है at the first place?
Must have been. I really don't know.
The local.
Sometimes the local, or sometimes the victim, I think. Or sometimes the attention seeker.
It's possible that it was just an actual widow just walking down the road, minding her own business, doing nothing. Some guy saw her from a distance, got scared for no reason, and then started the rumor, अरे वो तो भूत है, अरे वो तो पक्का भूत है, अरे उसके पैर भी उल्टे थे, वो उसने मुंडी भी पूरा 360 degree मुड़ाया उसने मुंडी, अरे crazy. So that's probably what happened, man. Because I don't know how it's a rumor like this starts. Like too particular this is, too specific.
Yeah, that is the.
So what do you guys look for in like a good horror movie or a good scary story?
Sound effects.
Sound effects make a difference for sure. Atmosphere is 100% the main thing, and sound effects are a huge part of building a good atmosphere.
The VFX,
even the storyline.
Again, VFX again. I can forgive if the environment has been set in such a way that makes the VFX, even if they are bad, make them believable.
Any example you have for this thing?
Right.
For VFX?
Where VFX was bad, but still the environment was good.
Scary movie.
Scary movie, but they are comedies. Scary movies are comedies, so they're not meant for. They're meant as jokes. I would say, have you seen the Hindi movie Tumbad?
Oh yes.
Yeah. Have you seen it? Have either of you seen this?
Yeah.
Dude, that movie is freaky as hell. Yeah. But I'll give them their makeup and practical effects and the little CGI that they have in the movie is actually quite well done. But this movie sets from the get-go. There is this feeling of dread. The second you're watching the movie, there's a feeling of dread. Like something is off, something is not right. This is like a very dark, and weird place which is not safe. You don't feel safe while watching that movie. And amazing. I would recommend it to anyone who is at all a fan of horror. It's about this kid who grows up in a house, in a village where there is the prophecy of this demon god lord kind of thing, whose name is Hastar. He is the god of, I think, greed and gold. He's a god of gold and the god of greed. Like, basically, the thing is, he's a god of greed, and he has gold because he's that greedy, is what basically happens. And it is said that whoever gets the curse of Hastar, it basically becomes immortal, but also becomes like really disfigured and starts wanting to kill humans and wanting to eat human meat and all that. Very dark, very, very cool, and very amazing, this movie. Please to watch. So yeah, that's what I would look for. Like, environment is number one in a horror movie. Very often what happens is the horror movies don't pay off well. Like, the first 3/4 of the movie will be great, and like you'll be scared as shitless and whatever. And by the end of it, by like the last 1/4, you're like, "Arey yaar, hak diya yaar." Like, the end kharab kar diya always. So Tumbad is one of the rare few which does the end also quite well, I would say. Yeah. Yeah. What about you guys? What makes you think of a good horror movie?
So I have recommended a movie, like, initially when I was in IVM likes. The movie called the Gretchen and Hansel. Okay. And that is one of, like, still my favorite horror movie. It is horror plus thriller, but it still scares the shit out of me. Like, it's a story of a young brother and sister who gets abandoned by their parents, and they get into a forest, and then they find a house, okay, where a lady stays.
Yeah.
And this lady is
in white sari.
It's not in white sari, dude.
Okay.
And it's she's a witch basically. Okay. And she takes.
That's with a W, okay? Just be careful to say it properly.
So she takes care of these kids, but she eventually plans to eat them out one fine day. But then this
don't eat them. Don't say eat them out. Eat them out means something completely different.
Okay, sorry. Like, basically have them. Okay.
Have them also sounds something else.
Have them also sounds different.
Your mind is so bad.
Sorry, we just ruined that scary story.
Ruined it. Nobody will watch it now. They get into many things, and then they escape it from there. But it's a story to watch. Like, if you want to get into a horror environment, like, that is the movie you should watch, like, full under the blanket.
Okay, very cool. Have you guys had any kind of like you think something paranormal of an experience? It may not be like ghost related. It may just be like something eerie. Like, I've had like a very eerie experience. If you want, I can start with mine. Do you guys know what a creepypasta is? Have you guys heard of the term creepypasta? It's a nonsensical term. Okay, creepypasta. It's an actual existing term, but it's a nonsensical term. It basically refers to a horror story which has been spread and propagated through the internet. Okay, so these are like more urban, modern horror stories. For instance, have you heard of the story of Slender Man? Have you heard of Slender Man?
I think was it in some cartoon?
Yes, so the Slender Man has now, after the creepypasta became super viral, and it's the biggest creepypasta now, biggest horror movie propagated through the internet now. Since then it has had movies, it has had a video game, it has had I think books also written on it. So it's basically a very tall, slender gentleman, slender man, okay, thin, lanky kind of a person, faceless, he has no face, okay, wears a suit, and he basically targets children that are roaming around alone by themselves in the woods, like in the forest area, kind of thing.
And he beats them with the baseball bat.
Is that it? That's not what I've heard. Because I've heard he captures them in his like long hands which have like which then like elongate, the fingers elongate, and then he like traps them in his hands or something like that.
Because I have heard there is a Slender Man house somewhere in US.
I would not be surprised. This has happened. It has come in the news multiple times that some woman, this happened. 2 little girls killed a third friend of theirs. This is in the US. Look this up. I'm forgetting their names. This is not even that older story, just a few years back. Okay, 2 little girls killed their third friend, and when asked why they did it by the cops and all, when they got caught, they said the Slender Man asked us to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, which is insane, right? Which is just crazy.
It's crazy. So
now I get to my story. Now you know what the Slender Man is, what his whole thing is, right? He captures children in the forest area. Whatever. Scary, kind of scary. If you read the actual story, it's actually kind of scary. Okay. One day, sitting in my car, a friend of mine, randomly, we've been talking for a while. Okay. And one of the topics we hit on, just randomly, is creepypastas. And then we talk about Slender Man. We talk about the other creepypastas. One is called The Rake, which is very interesting. Check that out. One is called Jeff the Killer, who is about a guy who killed his family and then cut off his own eyelids so that he would never sleep. He could never go to sleep. And very creepy, very scary, very eerie. All these things are. There's one very famous creepypasta called Smile Dog. You have already, all of you definitely who are listening to this have already seen the picture of Smile Dog. You just didn't know that's what it's called. So look up Smile Dog. And again, very fascinating. Okay, so like all these creepypastas we talk about, and then we get done with talking about whatever we were talking about creepypastas, and we move on to different topics also. Okay, about 40 minutes or so later, okay, randomly my phone ka Google Assistant goes, "Sorry, did not get any results for Slender Man."
That is
after
creepy.
40 minutes, dude. We were talking about something completely different. I had never said okay Google the entire time. I had nothing, dude. And why only Slender Man? We talked about a million other things. Why only Slender Man? You will never understand this, but it did happen, and it is going to remain with me for the rest of my life.
Slender Man has a good SEO.
Oh yeah, exactly. Exactly, dude. So that's my thing. What about you?
I have one experience. Okay, so me and my childhood friend, we were at a hill station. Okay, we just went there. It's a hill station near Nagpur called Chikaldara. Okay, it comes in MP. Mm-hmm. So we went there. Okay, it was an impromptu trip. Like we didn't booked anything at all. We just went there. Mm-hmm. We booked a hotel, and then we asked a person to get us a motorcycle so that we can roam around. Okay, we got the motorcycle. Then we just wanted to go and explore the area, but it was night. Okay, by the time we reached over there, it was night. So we got the motorcycle. We went around 2-3 places, but apparently at one place we reached over there, and me and my friend was just sober. Okay, that time. So we went there. We reached, and then something off. You feel the negative vibe. It was basically, and it was over a hill, and there was a small a station where you can just sit and watch the entire valley. Okay, that place. We reached over that place. We were sitting there, but we felt some presence over there. Okay, presence.
You felt
yes,
it?
Like we both weren't talking that much, but we felt someone is there. Okay, and there was a cold breeze going on, and this was in May, around summer's time, and it was very chilly that time. Plus, secondly, so we felt very off, so we left. We started our bike. We were trying to heading to back to the city. Okay, first our motorcycle wasn't starting. Okay, we tried, and then there was one down area to up area. Okay, but in that down area, our bike again got stuck. Okay, it got off. Then we had to get down. Then again we have to start it, and then it wasn't going up at all. It was going back. at this thing. Okay.
Yeah, your bike was not climbing
No,
up
it
the hill.
wasn't climbing up the hill. We had to get down. We have to push it. Like my friend was pushing and I was driving, so I have to pull it off to the summit. Okay.
Top.
Then the scariest thing happened. Okay. Then we are trying to go to the city. We know the routes. Okay. We are just driving like the way we came. We were taking the same route to go back, but then we are reaching again to that same place. Okay. This is what.
So how many times did that happen?
This happened.
You went around a circle.
3 to 4 times. Okay. Yes,
What?
exactly. We are reaching. We're passing the same board again and again, and this is like creeping us out now. Okay, it just got into our head, and we are talking about it like something is not right. What to do now?
Mm-hmm.
So we were completely scared that time. Okay, and then we saw one person. So we just went and asked what's the direction to this particular place. So he guided us. We went there, and we just again couldn't find it. Okay, again couldn't find it. We couldn't find that person at all. Like when we came back. Okay.
Oh, okay.
That is, and then after a while, we saw one small shop. Okay, at one place, and then we stopped over there. We had a.
What time of the day was this?
This happened around 10 o'clock in the night. Okay, 10 to 11, 11ish time. Okay, and so we stopped over there. We asked for a cold drink, and then we asked the person. Okay, this is something what happened just now. So he said to me like this is the Chakwa experience. Okay. So Chakwa is kind of I don't know, it's a personality or something. It's kind of an experience only where you the Chakwa it gets into your head and then you keep on doing same thing again and again. Okay, or you just you just don't know where to go.
What is Chakwa?
Chakwa is another spirit. You can say not a spirit, but kind of evil thing.
Color illusion.
Yeah. So it takes.
Sorry, what did I say?
Kind of illusion.
Kind of illusion. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. So that gets me. So the person he told us that this is the most of the things happen over here. So don't roam around in the night. Just go into your hotel and do whatever you want. So we went back and then we asked the hotel person over there, like, is this true or not, or this that. He actually said this is the truth. You shouldn't do this stuff. Okay.
Wow, you know what? You know why you found that shop there? Because that guy was also going through the same thing you guys were. He couldn't get out of that area. He's like, fuck it, I'm just gonna live here now. I'm starting a shop.
Let's sell those candies to the people who are lost.
Yeah, exactly. Great business idea.
I know.
If he's the only one there, everyone has to come to him eventually.
Yeah.
Inception was his shop name.
Yeah. Nice. So yeah, you reached back.
We reached hotel. We partied, but we couldn't we couldn't get over that experience, dude. That was so annoying, and it was really scary. It was really.
But
really.
Do you think it was kind of paranormal?
I researched after that. Okay, I when I came back to my home, I searched for it. Okay, so the mountain range which is there, it's called Satpura range. Okay, so I read an folk tale where people say there's a demon who died in the forest, and then he became another. He got another rope or something like that. But then he does usually people experience the Chakwa thing over there in that hill station around. Okay, so it is not advisable to people to go and do such stuff in that hill station.
Wow.
So
the people should go and explore. Yeah.
People, tell me, where did you say exactly this is?
So this happened in Chikkaldara. The name of the place is Chikkaldara Hill Station.
Where is this?
It comes in MP. Basically, I forgot the name. 1 second.
Okay, no, that's fine.
Yeah, it's
cool.
Basically, it's near Amravati. Okay. Oh, sorry, it's in Maharashtra only. Sorry, not in MP. It's in Maharashtra.
Okay.
So it comes near the city called Amravati, and people can check out. It's a good waterfall place, fort place, mountain place. Yeah, but amazing place.
Antariksh,
Okay.
let's go.
Very cool.
Antariksh, let's go.
चलो तो जाना
Let's do your fest over there.
Yeah.
We'll have Chakwa as the...
People will never leave. Arey, people will never leave only. Arey, maze. Perfect. Very nice. Cool story, man. Vinay, what about you?
Yeah, so my story was it's from my earlier work where I used to work. It's a mall in Mumbai. Should I take the name? Is it?
Yeah, you can take the name of the mall. Yeah.
Yeah. So Infinity Malad.
Oh, Infinity Malad. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Damn, you shouldn't have taken the name. I go there. No.
Bro, I say nahi near that. Stop saying.
Oh, you say near that?
Stop.
So Infinity Malad.
Basically, what I have heard is it was before it was a mall. It was a dumpster or a graveyard where people used to get buried above. So
Before Infinity, that plot used to be a graveyard.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
The mall is built on graveyard. That's what I have heard.
Okay.
So the thing was that I was working with a brand called Forever 21 at that time. It was around 2013 or 14.
Okay.
So what used to happen is when the clothes and everything used to come, it used to come in big boxes and big trucks. And that day we didn't had anyone from the warehouse to work with us. So what happened was we ourselves had to take those boxes put it on the trailer and take it down to the warehouse, the second warehouse. So there was a mandate that you should not go alone after 12 in the second warehouse.
After 12 midnight?
Yeah, midnight. So what
Wait, you were working till midnight? Was this like a regular thing?
because those trucks came, the trucks used to come at around 10, 11 in the night.
Okay.
And once the mall shuts, then only the trucks can be allowed inside. So this were all the rules.
Cool, makes sense, correct.
So what we did was we put all those boxes on the trolley and we took it, like I had a friend with me and we went to basement 2. So my friend was scared, first of all. He was scared totally. So he's like, I'm going up, I cannot come down. So I was like, how can you leave me alone over here? At least come with me, na, I'm there with you. So he's like, no. So what I did, I took
अबे डरता है क्या? नहीं सिर्फ घबराता हूँ थोड़ा अंधेरे से अंदाज अपना
Yeah, so what I did, I took the trolley out and he went upstairs again. So as I was pushing my trolley out, so what I did was it is slightly slope. Okay, it slopes and then it goes straight. So what I did, I pulled my trolley and I was walking with the trolley and I removed my hand from the trolley. So I thought jitna chalega utna fir वापस पकड़ के I will pull it again.
Correct.
So as I'm walking, the trolley is walking with me. So I don't have my hands on the trolley, but the trolley is ahead of me.
Okay, cool.
In full speed. And I'm like, how is this trolley going ahead of me? I am not
slope,
even catching. The slope and then it gets straight.
Okay.
That till then I had controlled the speed and everything, but the trolley was ahead of me. That's what I'm saying. I'm walking and the trolley is going ahead of
you.
Yeah.
Okay, wow.
And I'm walking and I'm imagining how this trolley can go ahead of me. I don't have my hands on the trolley and all.
Yeah.
So I went and I caught that trolley. I caught that trolley. I went inside. I dumped everything. And when I came back, there were 2 security guards and they were yelling at me.
क्या अकेले क्यों गए?
हाँ, अकेले क्यों गए? You know what was happening with you and all those stuff, because I think they saw in the camera, they had some thermal visions or something, that there was someone else with me who was taking that trolley with me. So I was like, so I was like, can you show me that visual? So I went into that office, in their office, and I was like, fuck, there was someone literally with me who was pulling that trolley, and that's why the trolley was ahead of me.
Fuck, what? Dude.
Yeah.
Wait, what was this visual that they showed you? How do you know? The thermal thing?
Thermal. Thing? It was a thermal thing, but I asked the security, has it ever happened with someone else or something? So they told me that there is a white mist they have seen sometime.
Man, that is creepy. Oh, fuck.
It was crazy.
Man.
Although that ghost did help you.
Yeah, it's a friendly ghost.
Ghost.
Taking a load. Trolley push kar raha hai.
Correct. Nothing major happened, but the security guards were tense, why did you went alone and all those stuff.
So your friend got scared and he said, no, main nahi aa raha, no?
Yeah, he went.
What an asshole.
So I had to do his
what if
work also.
What if you had died? What if that ghost had killed you that day?
No,
What if this is a Scooby-Doo episode and his friend is turn out to be that ghost?
Oh shit. Oh yeah, it's like the ghost and the friend are never in the same room together.
Exactly.
Why? Yeah.
yeah. But it seriously happened, and I was like,
It's insane.
I was like, I could have, if I had a spirit box in my hand, I could have talked to him. Like, who are you and all those stuff. So there are means that we can communicate with them. So
I mean, that's all speculation. That's not true. I don't think. There are so many all these TV shows. Have you seen this Ghost Hunter and all these TV shows?
Yeah, they carry so something called
EV
machine.
Yeah, so fake, dude.
But this was like, when I saw it on the camera, I was like, what? There was literally someone with me.
Yeah.
Pulling that trolley, and like, God knows. That's like, yeah, and I've gone through so many paranormal activities around me that didn't even scare me. So it was okay. So that's what I told you. Like, now I plan to make a YouTube channel where I go into abandoned houses and.
Oh, go back there, dude. Go back there. Say hi to the ghost. Thank her for pushing a trolley.
Right, pushing a trolley 6 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, look where you are now.
Correct.
Because of that trolley push. Oh, what a nice ghost. Let's just quickly run down some of our favorite movies in this genre before we finish this. I feel I have to talk about some Indian movies. I've already talked about Tumbad. I would be remiss if I did not mention how much I love Stree. Stree is frankly...
comedy kind of.
It's more comedy than scary, agreed. Yeah. But dude, it is actually scary. In the parts where it is supposed to be scary, it is actually scary. I remember watching in the theater and actually like being scared. The makeup of the ghost is actually scary. It looks actually freaky. And the whole plot is good. The acting is great.
Who all think Bhool Bhulaiya was also scary?
Dude, I have Bhool Bhulaiya written down. I found that whole Manjulika in that. Sorry, that was my Amitabh.
I know that was a bad
impression for.
Actually,
yeah, that was a very bad.
Yeah, Manjulika.
Yeah. It was that part only while she's possessed, that part was kind of scary.
Even that
and some jump scares were also kind of well done in Bhool Bhulaiya, I would say.
But no one can forget Ramsey Brothers, huh?
Of course, dude. Ramsey Brothers were so famous. Yeah. That Dracula ka what? Muhammad, what is that? Dracula ka something. They had a few.
Acha, what do you think of this movie, 1920? Like, I don't remember the version, but the one where he chants Hanuman Chalisa in the end.
I have
not the London one, not the Evil Returns. I'm talking about the 2008 film.
No, I've not seen that. It's an Indian movie.
It's an Indian movie. Do watch that. I think that is one kind of good horror movie. Like,
what do you guys think of Darna Mana Hai and Darna Zaruri Hai?
I remember Darna Zaruri Hai because it had, I think, 6 to 7 stories of different things.
I think all of them had what 5, 6 stories, 6, 7
amazing, amazing.
And again, I think in both of the movies, some stories are good, some stories are not great. Some work, some don't.
You remember?
But yeah,
you remember there was a show called Koi Hai or Ahat.
Yes, dude.
Or X.
Dude, Ahat we used to call it Bhoot Ka Show.
I know.
I used to watch it. We used to call it Bhoot Ka Show aega, Ahat aega. Ahat used to be great, dude.
Ahat has
I've forgotten about it.
You know that Candyman, जो ये cotton candy लेके आता था, तो उसमें एक एपिसोड था जिसमें कॉटन कैंडी वाला भूत रहता है, ठीक है, वो घंटी लेके घूमता है और वो बजाते रहता है, एंड देन बच्चे उसके पास आते हैं और वो मार देते हैं उनको. तो वो एपिसोड देखने के बाद मेरा कभी कॉटन कैंडी लेने का मन नहीं किया.
You never had cotton candy?
उसके बाद मतलब लिया फिर उस घंटी वाले पे नहीं लिया.
Took a few years. Okay.
That was it.
Yeah, correct. That was freaky as hell. Koi Hai also was great. It was our it. Basically, right? It was.
Do you remember?
Hamara 8th tha, this is
X.
Like a ghost clown. Of it. Yeah, basically, kind of. That was very.
Do you guys remember X Zone that used to come in ZTV?
No, I don't know.
So X Zone was another, like before Ahat. Okay, this was he did it before it was too cool. Okay.
There's Anhoni also. Anhoni used to be before Ahat.
Right. So X Zone also used to. I think it was around the same time before Ahat, but it was scary. It was really scary.
Yeah, dude, Ahat ka when I say Ahat, no, whenever anyone says Ahat, I think of the font.
Yes.
That Ahat used to be written
blue Hindi font.
Yeah, that purple bluish kind of. Dude, freaky as hell. From everything, the entire promotion also used to be scary of the whole thing. It was great. Man, why did they stop that?
Dude,
why would they
Ahat
stop?
should come in on a podcast, like Ahat episode, Ahat full.
Dude. Like Ek Kahani Aisi Bhi, make it Ahat.
Ahat.
Yeah. Man, what a great title also. Ahat is मुझे आहट हुई उसके आने की. मुझे आहट सुनाई दी. Wow. Oh man, I'm getting freaked out right now. Cool. So another couple of movies I want to talk about. There's a great movie called 1408. It actually, the rating is not that great of the movie because it ends weirdly, but the plot is fantastic. It's stars John Cusack and Samuel L. Jackson. 1408. It's about the 14th floor of this hotel. The 14th floor has been blocked off. Okay, because a lot of paranormal stuff has happened on that floor for a lot of years. And this one journalist, he's like, yeah, I don't believe in that shit. I'm going to go and investigate. So he convinces this hotel to open their 14th floor again. The hotel is not very reluctant to do this, but he convinces them to open the 14th floor again and give him the room 1408. And so what happens, the crazy stuff that happens to him in that room, really well done. Again, the first 3/4 is great. Last 1/4 is just whatever. I think I'm done. The Alien series, it's not horror though. It's more sci-fi, so that's why I was a little scared about putting it on this list. But Alien movies are great, man. They're really scary. The original
even The Nun.
The Nun I have not seen.
It's scary. It gives you the Tumbad vibe. It gives you Tumbad vibes from starting itself.
Have you guys seen any of the classics like The Grudge, The Ring, Exorcism of Emily Rose? Yeah? Have you guys seen all those?
Yeah. I have.
Wow. And which is your favorite, like from the classics, if you have?
I think Ring is one of the classics.
Ring is also really good. Agreed.
Badass.
Even the Exorcism of Emily Rose, like people say it was kind of fake.
Yeah. They say it was fake, but they say it was inspired from true events. Don't they say that?
Yeah, she was inspired by true events. She used to take some tablets and all, which affected her brain cells and all.
Very possible, dude.
So
crazy. I just remembered another great creepypasta, as I mentioned earlier. Check out a creepypasta story called The Russian Sleep Experiment. You guys have probably already read of it, but you didn't know it was a creepypasta. So check out The Russian Sleep Experiment. Very eerie. And I think that's a good point to finish this episode off. Thanks, Sumit. Thanks, Vinay. This is a very scary episode.
Thank you.
And man, I'm gonna try out Sumit's that area where he just never seemed to come out of.
Let's go.
There's one cold drink and Tapri guy who's there always.
Let's take Sumit also with us.
Let's go take Sumit with
us. Yeah, I'll remember the road this time.
Sure. And Vinay's positive experience with ghosts, where they help out with
trolley-friendly ghost.
Trolley-friendly, exactly. It's very cool, very nice.
And that too in a mall. Okay, people should get these kind of ghosts.
Exactly.
That will solve a lot of problems.
There should be more ghosts like that. Yeah. Hashtag not my ghost? No, that's my ghost.
Get your own ghost.
Get your own ghost.
But even after that, I went 2 more times. So.
Oh, because you wanted to say thanks to the ghost, of course. I get it.
Kind of.
Okay, buddy. Thanks, man. This is so nice.
The next 2 times I went just to see if I can see him.
Oh, okay. Exactly.
I wasn't lucky. So,
Oh, damn, dude. Wait, you wanted to get lucky with a ghost? Sorry.
What? Things just got serious.
Thank you so much, guys. This has been lovely. Sumit, where can people follow you online?
So, I'm available on Instagram called Sumit Pandey. SUMMITPANDE.
Yep. Vinay?
Yeah, I'm on Instagram at I am Vinya. So you can find me there.
And I am Antariksh T on Instagram. So come follow us, check us out. Thank you so much. See you guys next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
रिश्ते में तो हम तुम्हारे पॉडकास्ट लगते हैं. नाम है फुटबॉल शुटबॉल.
Presenting Football Shortball, a show about 3 friends discussing our favorite game over a beer. Sometimes 3, maybe even 5. Hi, I'm Shiva, and with me are my two sidekicks, Gaurav Sapre and Karthik Iyer.
Sidekick? You mean like Batman's Robin or Van Persie Robin?
No, I mean like Alexis Sanchez, but with a little more skill than just playing the piano.
Ha! Just shows how the best players at Arsenal are mere bench warmers at United.
Oh, thank you, Iyer. But you're a Fulham supporter. So whenever you say anything to support me, I question my beliefs.
Just like how Griezmann would say, एक बार मैंने जो decision ले लिया, तो मैं अपने आप की भी नहीं सुनता.
Banter aside, we will talk match reports, transfer rumors, top controversies, fantasy football picks, and so much more. So grab a beer and tune in to Football Should Ball every Wednesday on the IVM podcast app, website, or wherever you get your podcasts.
How many times have you motivated yourself to improve your sleep, or lose weight, or be more productive? How many times have you failed? Hi, my name is Ashton Doctor. Tune into my show, The Habit Coach Podcast, where we focus on creating small, tiny habits to improve your life instead of those big, impossible tasks. So make listening to me a habit every Monday, Wednesday and Friday on the IVM Podcast app or ivmpodcast.com or on your favorite podcasting app.